What's up, Screen Fame fans? I did not forget you. It's just been busy going through all of these bad movies. Now, there are going to be some bad movies. I forget the name. Doesn't mean they're not bad, just that my memory's bad. And thank God I've forgotten them. There have been some bad films that didn't make the list, or they just had really bad scenes or they failed, like The Snowman, The Mummy, that didn't make the list but was bad. You know, it's a lot of terrible films like Rough Night, um, Girls Trip, tons more, but they just are not top 10, meaning that this list is way worse, way worse than any of those films that I've just named. Um, the Unforgettable movie, that one, it was bad. Let me see. Let's start off at number 10 and go through this because I want to forget these movies ever existed. The Bye Bye Man. The trailer looked promising, but it did not end up promising. This movie was a complete waste of time. I don't think there was any blood in there, and the fake 3D dog. The only time it got interesting was at the end, and that only put it back to number 10 on the list. So the Bye Bye Man stands at number 10 for me. Number 9, Flatliners. And of course, this is the remake to the classic that was done by Kiefer Sutherland. This film stood alone as one of the testaments of time as far as one of the worst reasons you never make a remake. If you don't have the actings that could pull it off, if you don't have the the budget to do so, or just the skill in general, it has to make sense. What made it work last time was the actual character development, the actual pacing of the film. And I have movie reviews to all of these, so please go and check them out on this page. So, if in case you wonder why I'm not getting so in depth about these films, because I've already reviewed it. Number 8, Friend Request. Almost higher on the list, but the rest of the movies are just as bad. Friend Request is the movie where there's a friend who commits suicide because she got unfriended on Facebook, and kind of like the movie Unfriended, the Skype movie, where everybody was caught in a riveting thing. This one was actually a little bit better than the Skype movie, but still sucked. And it got really dumb and did things Facebook is not able to do. So it's really bad. Her friend that she unfriended decided to ghostly stalk people and kill them through the computer with alien code. Yeah, that bad. Next up is the Tom Hanks Emma Watson movie, The Circle. This film was supposed to be something outstanding based upon the premise of computers and technology and Big Brother cameras everywhere running and policing the world. The Circle turned out to be a boring rundown of a film, which underutilized Tom Hanks and John Boyega, who had basically the most useless role he's ever been in since The Last Jedi. So he got paid for a no-show job where he just stands around and talks for 10 seconds and leave. This film was so uninterested, people were walking out. We're at the points where they're supposed to care. Everybody's head down looking at the phone. Nobody cared about The Circle. You didn't care about Emma Watson's character. You didn't care about this film. So that's how bad that was. And where are we at now? That was should have been 6. We're at number 5. And don't look at the photos and thinking that's gonna tell you what is what, because I do this on purpose so that people can watch the full video and not try to scam and go just look through the photos and just jump out. The next one is Transformers: The Last Knight. Hopefully it's the last Transformers, but it's not, as we have the Bumblebee movie coming. Transformers: The Last Knight puts most of the focus on some ridiculous rendition that ties in Merlin, the the war, thousands of years going medieval times, to Harriet Tubman. Like, the Transformers have always been here, and Earth is Cybertron. This is nuts. And it is trash. Nobody could follow it. No one cares about it. It did not make sense. And the box office proved it, as it lost over 400 million in the box office. And then Michael Bay has continually keep making the most horrible Transformer movies ever, as they keep getting worse and worse and worse. Next, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter at number 4, and it should be on this list because it was bad, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's number 4 on the list. Let me see. I might have too many on this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, so we had Bow Bow Man, we had Flatliners, we had Friendly Quest, that's 3. Circles, that's 4. Transformers: The Last Knight is 5. And we're 6, which is number 5. Yep, we're right. Resident Evil: The Final Chapter is number 5. I'm right. Okay, so this is the final chapter of a franchise that has been milked to the end. I don't know who keeps putting these movies out, or who in the hell keeps going to see them. You can't even follow what this Umbrella Corporation is anymore. You don't care about the guy with his hair slicked back or the glasses. The whole movie just doesn't make any sense. It was garbage from the first one. The first one was okay. The rest of them been complete garbage. I wouldn't waste my money on it to save my money. Hopefully it is the end, but it's not. It's have no direction as to where they're going with this. Then number 4 is the All Eyes on Me, the Tupac film. You all right now? The Tupac film, All Eyes on Me, at number 4. And it's probably one of the worst anybody has seen, as they thought they were going to learn something about Tupac, and they ended up watching a music video, 2-hour music video. You have music video directors directing their first movie, and it showed. As you learn nothing really about his life, it just glosses through events that happened through his life and reenact scenes that we already have seen. So it was nothing new learned, nothing really explored, a very lost opportunity here with All Eyes on Me. Number 3, the Emoji Movie. A lot of people are going to be shocked this isn't number 1, because this movie is very bad. It's one of the worst films I've ever had to endure Almost threw up watching it. It is not funny. It just keeps trying to sell you things. Like, look at this app. Bing, this is the YouTube app. Boo, it is not even interesting. Period. This is bad. There's only two movies in the world that was worse. You mean there was something worse than the Emoji Movie? Yes. Very worse. Number two, Kidnap with Haley Berry. The movie was filmed 2 years ago. The company that filmed it filed for bankruptcy because this garbage of a film probably would bankrupt the entire industry. This is a ridiculous movie about a mom who takes her eyes off her kids. The kid is kidnapped, and she watches her kid get kidnapped. She jumps in a minivan and follows the car. She doesn't have her cell phone. She's blowing horns, telling people to go around the car and get the police to follow them, and it becomes the weirdest chase as they're in a Mustang and she's in a minivan. And she's able to keep up with the Mustang at all times as they go on a ridiculous chase with ridiculous editing scenes, the worst directorial work I've probably ever seen. I mean, like the guy just said, give me the camera, I can do this. Terrible movie. Haley Berry gives a very passionate and emotional performance and about child trafficking, got a very good message, but this movie was terrible. Next to terrible. The number one worst movie of 2017 is Wish Upon. Oh my God. This movie was so bad from the acting, from the plot. This was like a remake of Wishmaster, except for it's no genie that comes out. I would have rather him come out than have this invisible force go around and kill people because this girl wishes for it and it happens. It is so stupid. It is so juvenile. It's so ridiculous. There was nothing terrifying about the movie. The only thing that was terrifying was that it was about almost 2 hours long. Everybody in this movie was asleep. This is probably the worst thing I've seen in a while. I was mad. That's how mad I was. I was mad I had to sit there and watch this bad film. Wish Upon is without a doubt the worst piece of crap I have seen at the movie theaters. Everything you see coming. There's no mystery. There's no clues. It's just terrible, terrible movie. So this concludes my 2017 worst movies of the year. My next one will be the most overrated movies of 2017, as no one seems to be doing that. And everybody be doing it. I'm out.